Blasio. Do you trust Bill de Blasio?
You know, we have seen, and this landlord issue may be the most egregious example of it, but we've seen a pattern of Bill de Blasio saying one thing, saying he's fighting for tenants, but doing another thing, using his very worst landlords list as a campaign fundraising tool. We've seen him say he was for the outer borough taxi plan until he got campaign contributions from the taxi industry, and then he was opposed to it. Over and over, we see him talking out of both sides of his mouth, being hypocritical, changing positions. New Yorkers need a mayor who's a leader, not somebody who is going to flip and flop based on who gives them campaign contributions, and not somebody who's going to talk out of both sides of his mouth. You know, he has this worst buildings list, worst landlords, uses it to raise money. And the tenants in the buildings, owned by the people who gave him $65,000, still talk about squalid conditions.
But didn't
rats.
some of those landlords give to your campaign as well?
We can get you those numbers, whether they did or they didn't, but the difference here is Bill de Blasio is heralding this list as a tool to fix buildings when he's then using it to raise money. And tonight, he presented it as if every building that was referenced in the Daily News has all of its housing violations taken care of. And we know that's not the case. Some of those buildings have hundreds of open violations. So again, whether it's landlords, whether it's term limits, he wouldn't answer the question tonight of what changed between 2005 when he was running for speaker and now that he's running for mayor. What changed was he needed to get votes from a different group of New Yorkers. And when he was running for speaker, he was prepared to tell council members, which he did, that after public hearings, he would repeal term limits. And then, when he was running for public advocate and now mayor, he changed his position. He's talking out of both sides of his mouth, and New Yorkers just can't trust him.